Haven Airport, you may notice some changes, and these changes are coming after a crowded holiday travel season caused passengers to actually miss their flights altogether. Yikes. Your consumer investigative reporter Cassidy Williams explains what changes have already been made and what changes are still to come. Cassidy?
Well, last month, Tweed officials met both with TSA and New Haven police to talk about what to do moving forward. We wanted to know if passengers should expect crowds like we saw in December during future busy travel seasons. Lynn and Michael Sullivan fly out of Tweed several times a year.
If I never had to drive to New York again, I wouldn't. It's so close to home. It's been easy access for us and just a game changer.
For them, it's all about location. They admit the terminal is a bit cramped.
It's scaled down from what you'd normally see at one of the larger airports. So they're going to need a little more room because they keep adding more flights.
An I-team investigation found an FAA report noted the extreme space limitations back in 2022, before additional flights and a second airline were added. And during the holiday season, Channel 3 cameras captured deadlocked traffic in lines for ticketing backing up into the parking lot. Since then, Tweed has added heaters in case people have to stand outside, and soon there will be cover from the rain.
We're adding an awning over the ticketing trailer.
Michael Jones is the CEO of the company that runs the airport. He says he doesn't expect the holiday backups to happen like that again, as they are working with the airlines to space out flights more.
We feel that if we can kind of decompress the schedule, that it'll go back to kind of what we were seeing before.
Jones says it would also help if more people signed up for TSA pre-check. Right now, he says only about 27% of passengers at Tweed use pre-check, when the standard for similar-sized airports is 40%. Tweed is looking into how they can help customers sign up for the pre-check service. A 5-year TSA pre-check membership costs just under $78 and involves you providing documentation and your fingerprint. As for the traffic outside of the airport, once off Tweed property, that becomes a question for the city of New Haven.
What we're looking to do is to create a separate exit to the airport that will decompress some of the traffic and divert some of it to some of the surrounding streets.
New Haven Mayor Justin Elliker says they have already installed a number of speed bumps in the area, and New Haven police met with Tweed officials in mid-January. Per federal guidelines, Tweed hires a New Haven police officer every day, but that person has to stay inside the terminal to assist TSA. Starting this month, Tweed will now also hire a second officer on Thursdays, Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. to help with all things traffic.
It'd be good for the officers here to have two people, and good for the community just to have somebody that can go out on Burr.
I can help the next customer in line.
But like the ticketing trailers, many of these changes are intended to be temporary. The initial permit for the trailers was for 3 years. Those 3 years were up last fall, and Tweed had to ask New Haven for a 3-year extension. Tweed officials believe the permanent solution is to build a new terminal altogether. They are working on a plan to do just that, and the Sullivans are looking forward to it.
The terminal's a little tight, so an expansion would be a plus.
Now, it's been years since Tweed announced its intentions to build a new terminal on the East Haven side. So when could that happen? What's the status of that project? We look into that part of the story tomorrow. Your consumer investigative reporter, Cassidy Williams, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right. Thanks, Cassidy.